Drop the vices. The vices are ruining you. The vices are controlling you. The vices are where the road leads to nowhere. You're seeking that pleasure. You're seeking that hit. It's going to lead you. It's never going to end. That road doesn't end. You're seeking that pleasure through that vice. You're only going to want more stimulation, more stimulation, more stimulation. Then you get to the point where you just overindulge and it's like, ugh. You have to stop. You have to reflect. You have to regret. And through that regret, that's where you remove it. That regret is so important. That is your guideline. Use that as your guideline to listen to that message that's within you that's telling you to stop. It's giving you guidance. Your regret, your conscience, the authentic voice of God is guiding you to your highest good. So you must remove those things that you regret. The vices are a never-ending road. It leads nowhere. Countless times in my life, I've done drinking, I've done drugs, I've watched pornography, indulged in junk food, and gone way overboard. Ate a whole box of cookies. And I felt like shit the next day. Felt my body was sluggish, felt I couldn't really get through the workout as well as I normally do. I didn't feel right. But how many times are we going to indulge in those vices and just continually just get to the point where we don't like it? You have to go through that to realize how worthy it is to not indulge in that. How worthy it is to have clarity of mind over that short-term pleasure, that stimulation. But you must learn, you must become aware, you must wake up to the fact that that's the case. And then once you do realize it and you do overcome it and you weed it out of your life, you're going to feel so worthy. You're going to feel so great about yourself because you've gotten over it. You've overcome it. And now you can see the shift that's taken place within you over the last 6 months, a year, 2 years, or the person you were before to the person you are now. And that is the most beautiful thing in this life, when we can overcome these things that were holding us for so long. Then we can create something new, create a new experience, create a new result, new outcome in our life. But we must remove those things. Those things are the starting point to your evolution, to your growth, to your new identity. It's removing those things that had you hooked for so long. I was hooked on pornography for so long, and I finally got it over. I finally got over it, overcame it, and got it out of my life. And I feel so in a different spirit, a different energy, different thoughts are coming to me because my energy is no longer tied up in that place, seeking those experiences or those feelings or those thoughts or those actions. The vices, the drinking, the drugs, the pornography, the hate, the judgment, the short-term pleasures that feel good in the moment, but you end up regretting later. Those are the things you have to weed out of your life. There's karmic debt. Karmic debt is real. The universe gives you what you put out. So if you put out hate, you're going to get back hate in an equal proportion. The law of cause and effect. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Learn to live by these laws, these universal truths, that you get what you give. And even a thought, it's so much deeper than we are aware. But these actions, these vices that you're taking part in, they must be dropped. They must be dropped because you're holding yourself back. That energy is holding you back. When those thoughts come to you, you just fully engage back in that action and get that dopamine. The body releases chemicals, but you don't even want that. You don't even really want that at the end of the day. The truth is, you really want something that's fulfilling. You want something that brings purpose to your life, something that just brings a deep sense of gratitude and appreciation for life. People don't want to ruin their lives. People don't want to wake up the next day hungover. People don't want to indulge in drugs. They feel like shit after. But why do they do it? It's because they've been programmed to do it. They've habituated that behavior. They've seen it around them. They've taken part in it with people around them. Their vibration is at such a low rate that they take part in those things that are so negative and so detrimental to their core, to their energy, to who they are. And that's what's stopping you. That's what's holding you back. That energy that's tied up in that place. It's not allowing you to create what you want to create in this life. And it comes from delaying gratification. It comes from no longer pleasure seeking and becoming purpose driven. When you start to think in terms of long term rather than short term, that's when your life changes. You start to find pleasure in not pleasure seeking, because you know that that's causing you to grow. You know that that's causing you to do the hard things that a lot of people aren't doing. And that will put you ahead. And you will feel that will put you ahead. And then you will have the confidence when you go out in your business, in your personal life, or out into the world, and have more confidence in yourself, because you know you're saying no to the things that so many are saying yes to, and just giving into that easy life, easy pleasure, easy actions. That's not going to get them what they really want, but people don't realize that. But now that you're listening to this, you realize that it's not going to come from the instant gratification that's going to lead to nowhere. There's nothing even there for you. You don't even want anything that's going to come from there. What you want is true meaning in this life, impact, contribution, purpose. And that's only going to come from you dedicating your life to something, to a craft, and developing that over time, and getting so good at it that you get acknowledged for it, respected for it, admired for it. But you're going to have to put in years and years and years of work, dedication, time, energy, effort, of delaying that gratification when everyone else is out partying, drinking, doing drugs. You're going to be working. But you know it's going to pay off dividends in the long run, because the law of cause and effect, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And those actions stack and compound over time. And it pays off later in the long run.